Welcome to Getting Off. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter, and I am here with my co-host this evening. She is host of the She Leads Showcase, Inside the Mind of In the Crowd Storytime with the reigning, defending, undisputed trick or trivia champion, Ms. Katie Kinsey, baby.
Hi.
I missed you yesterday.
I'm so sorry. I was preemptively celebrating my birthday.
And tonight is one of many things. It is an early birthday party, podcasting-wise, for Miss Katie Kinsey, baby. It is Purge night, both podcasting-wise and just, I guess, in general.
In America.
Sure.
Sure.
So please, if you guys are joining us, wish Katie a happy birthday while you're here, even though her birthday isn't until Tuesday.
Tuesday, yes, that is true.
Hi, Allison. We love you. So, Katie,
Matt,
we were talking a little bit before the show. We have both. You said you've seen every Purge movie except for the Forever Purge before watching everything this time around, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And I had seen everything before. I just couldn't remember that I had seen everything before until I started watching them. I only think I saw the first Purge and the Forever Purge once before this last watch along prepared for the show. How did these movies make you feel watching?
I'm like, wow, it's, especially in like the later runs, I'm like, wow, it's like America Now, except we don't have a single night, or in the last movie's case, multiple nights of Purge.
The last one was especially jarring in today's society.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, when the opening credits rolled, because I was watching it with Kate, she goes, "Oh, Jesus, fuck." And I'm like, yeah, that's that, yeah.
I mean, that was 2021, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
There is a new Purge movie coming out, and you said you have some details on the 6th installment of The Purge.
Yes. So same creator, same writer of all 5 Purge movies and the Purge TV series that ran for 2 seasons. James DeMonico wrote the screenplay with his wife. Multiple drafts went through. They sent it to Blumhouse and everything. So he said, hopefully by the end of the year they're going to start shooting, if not beginning of next year. This is for me specifically. He said we might be getting a personal favorite character back. And if you know me, they didn't specifically say because he wasn't allowed, but that would be Frank Grillo. That'd be Sergeant Leo Barnes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I love that man.
No, I have no issues with Frank Grillo or Sergeant Leo Barnes. I have an issue with the timeline, which I'm going to talk about here once you're done telling us about the movie.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, there wasn't any timeline, like, specific things as to when this movie will take place. But the last thing is that, so since he wrote the script with his wife, she got to give, like, a female perspective on things. And he said that real warrior women come forth in this movie in a way that hasn't really been explored in The Purge yet.
Oh, it's The Handmaid's Tale, Purge edition.
Don't do that.
Why? We dealt with immigration in 2021. Now it is time to deal with women's rights and women's issues. That was my first thought when he said he co-wrote this with his wife, was this was going to be a narrative about women's place in America currently, or the future of women's place in America looking forward, which I have no issue with. So yeah, it's The Handmaid's Tale, Purge edition.
It very well could be. We don't know. We won't find out until 2 years from now at the earliest, I think.
Hi, Tommy.
Hi, Timmy.
All right, so I've got some Purge stuff prior to the movies, but for those of you who are unaware of what the Purge is, one night a year for 12 hours from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., all crime is legal, including murder. And in the majority of the movies, the only people that you're not allowed to kill are level 10 and higher ranking government officials. Mm-hmm. There's one movie where they amend that because we don't want a woman president. but we'll get into that. So yeah, high-rank government officials are mostly off limits. And when you watch the movies, it's not hard to tell. Like, this is mostly to affect the poor and disenfranchised. It's taking place in a way to kind of get rid of the lower and middle class people and make them kind of take care of themselves so the upper elites don't have to. If you have money and you can afford better security systems to protect yourself from the purge, you're generally safer.
For the most part.
For the most part. Also, at some point, it's kind of agreed upon streetwise that there are some medics that go around and tend to injure people that are also off limits, but that's kind of like a street agreement. That's not really an amendment. And then most importantly, the timeline. So the first Purge, not the first movie that came out called The Purge.
Not the OG Purge.
The first Purge takes place in 2016. The Purge.
Really?
Yes. The Purge takes place in 2022. Purge Anarchy takes place in 2023, where we first meet one Sergeant Leo Barnes. Purge election year takes place in 2040. So that means that there are two characters that are both in Purge Anarchy and Purge election year that did not age at all in 17 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn, I missed it 3 times. Fuck.
He's talking about the Purge.
Yeah, I know. And then last but not least, the Forever Purge takes place in 2048.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Something to look forward to.
Great. So excited.
The future. But yeah, no. Over 17 years, Sergeant Leo Barnes, and a man who we don't get his name until, I believe, Purge election year, but is in 3 of the 5 movies and is known as the Stranger for the majority of them. Are you unaware of this?
Wait, who? What?
Hold on. My audio's still doing that thing.
Stranger.
And I plugged it in. Let me try something.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So, the Stranger.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
So the Stranger from the OG Purge.
Like the
black man that they let in their house. Is also part of the militant anti-purge force that Leo meets up with.
Yeah. Is that Dante?
And that is also Dante.
Well, I put the connection together, obviously, between Anarchy and Election Year because it was the same actor. I didn't even
It was the same actor in The Purge.
I didn't even think about that. I wasn't even paying attention really to that because I was just like, oh yeah, I remember, and I didn't really remember that Dante was in Anarchy and Election Year because, I mean, we'll get to it, but Carmelo's the leader of it in Anarchy,
right?
And then, yeah.
So that's the thing. So he's known as the Stranger in the first 2 movies that he's in, and he isn't given the name Dante until his importance in Election Year.
Interesting.
Yep. But let's go chronologically. Let's go all the way back to 2016 and start with the first Purge. Essentially, this is taking place where, Katie?
The first one takes place in Staten Island.
Just Staten Island. This is not a countrywide purge. This is just taking place on Staten Island as an experiment to show that the purge works. Because Aunt May.
Yeah. Dr. Updale or Updale or whatever the fuck.
Dr. Otto Octavius.
No,
Oh, okay.
Doc
No,
Ock
Aunt
is
May.
not in
No,
this movie.
Aunt May faked her death, moved to Staten Island, and set up the fucking purge. That's the narrative that I'm going with. So Marissa
Okay.
Tomei's out here, and she comes up with this social experiment that is the purge. And the new founding fathers, which is a political group that rose to power,
Boo.
basically pushing extreme conservative ideals and fiscal responsibility and things like that,
Mhm.
are pushing for the purge, and they're using Staten Island as a testing ground to show that this works so that they can roll it out nationwide. And the whole idea is, again, to get the poor and disenfranchised to basically rob, steal, and murder each other,
Yeah.
for population control, actually. The idea
I
is
mean,
that there are
that's the big thing. Yeah.
too many fucking people. We need to kill some off, let them kill each other, and make it okay for 12 hours.
Wild.
So this one's weird. Katie and I were talking about this right before the show. So, like, they've got drones surveying everything. They're giving people monetary incentives to go out. Like, they're like, if you stay in Staten Island, we'll give you $100,000, and if you go out, or $10,000.
$5,000.
Is it five?
Yes,
Where did I write that down?
I wrote it down.
Okay. Well, if you stay, you get $5,000. But if you participate, the more you participate, the more money you can earn.
Mhm.
And they're also interviewing the craziest sons of bitches.
For real. Like you literally found these people on the street.
Like Skeletor. They're also all given contacts, and I'm not 100% sure what the different colored contacts mean, if anything.
I don't think they mean anything. I think it
'Cause,
was
like,
just like,
part of me thought, like, people who were just staying but not participating got the green contacts, and people who were participating got the blue contacts.
but some people had
I know.
like amber colored contacts.
Yeah. So these contacts had mini cameras in them that would record whatever they were doing for Purge Night, so
Mhm.
that they could keep track of the data and use that to justify murdering as many people as possible.
Yeah, just girly things.
Skeletor is fucking nuts.
The craziest, probably the craziest motherfucker in all of the movies.
Who are our main characters?
We have Isaiah and Naya, they're brother and
Mhm.
sister. Dimitri,
Mhm.
who, god damn, beautiful, beautiful man, who's like a quote unquote businessman. He sells drugs.
He's a drug dealer.
He's a drug dealer.
But he's a drug dealer with a golden heart, all right?
He's a very successful drug dealer.
He saved Staten Island.
He single handedly saved Staten Island.
And then sold everyone drugs afterwards, because you're going to need them after the purge.
Oh, well, I mean, what that apartment building alone went through, yeah.
So Naya is out protesting the purge.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, who it targets and everything like that. Dimitri is Naya's ex. He doesn't want his crew participating in Purge Night at all. He's like, we're not doing this shit. Like, we're not.
We don't need to.
Like, I'm not against the things that are going to happen. It's kind of my business.
He's
but
like,
I'm
I
not
kill
gonna,
people all the time, but I'm not doing it for them.
I'm not going to do it because they want me to.
They being the NFFA.
The NFFA or NFFA.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. New founding fathers. I hate acronyms.
NFFA.
NFFA.
That is correct. Isaiah just wants better for him and his sister. Like, he's sick of living in their shitty apartment, so he goes to work for Dimitri behind his sister's back.
Mm-hmm.
Has a bad interaction with Skeletor.
Because Skeletor just wants Naya.
No, Skeletor
And
just
drugs.
wants to hurt people.
We hurt people.
Purge people, purge people. Purge people, purge people? Purging people, purge people? I don't know.
Purged people, purge people.
Yeah. Um, so not like he's like, listen, I'm just like I'm gonna sell drugs, and then this whole thing with Skeletor happens, and he kind of loses his credibility. So now he's like lying to his sister, who's against the purge, because he's gonna go out, he's gonna make some fucking money, and also get his credibility back and fucking kill Skeletor for disrespecting him and making him look like a bitch.
Spoiler, he still looks like a bitch because he couldn't do it.
Yeah. LaGuerta is here.
Dude, I was so happy. I was like, I know you. And her daughter, I didn't write their names down.
What?
I forgot. I was busy. Like, I was invested in the movie at that point.
They've also sent in mercenaries to basically like bump up the action a little bit.
Yeah.
And
So like, Aunt May is a doctor, and she wanted this social experiment to like kind of just like it was more like the mental thing and seeing what people would do. But then Sabin or Sabian, I don't remember actually how to pronounce his name, who works directly for the NFFA.
good job.
Thanks. I have to say it really slow now. Um, he's the one who sent the mercenaries out because not enough killing was happening in the Purge in the beginning hours. So he sent out a bunch of racist mercenaries.
Yeah.
Yay.
Who are breaking into apartment buildings and
Churches.
churches
Like, that's
and
a sin.
slaughtering people. Well, all of this is a sin, Katie.
Well, like, the church is a really big sin.
Yeah, but like of the 10 Commandments,
Thou
the
shalt
majority
not
of
kill.
them, yeah. Which is crazy because like side religious note here.
Okay.
The 10 Commandments are listed, but they're not listed in order of importance. And according to the Bible, there is no commandment that is greater than any other. So essentially, lying and killing are the same in God's eyes. Committing
That's
adultery and murder are the same in God's eyes. Worshipping false idols and murder or adultery are the same. So, like,
interesting. The more you know, I guess. I didn't know that. I didn't actually know that.
So the mercs are out there. Dimitri and his crew of upstanding citizens decide to fight back to save Naya and Isaiah,
Woo!
who are
And
being
Dolores.
hunted by the mercs, and Dolores.
And LaGuerta and her daughter, whose names I didn't write down.
That is correct. After having another run-in with Skeletor, which you said Isaiah could not do anything about,
No.
Skeletor actually kind of saves the day by getting lit the fuck up by mercs.
Yeah. Well, this is him getting lit up by mercs is also after he stabbed a bunch of people at a purge party. So,
dude, that is probably the best part of this whole movie is like they were so pissed that people are just like throwing a fucking block party rave during the
it
purge.
really was just a rave.
Yeah. It was
Well,
sex and drugs and fucking glow in the dark masks and just neon lights, black lights.
They're just having fun.
Twerking.
Lots of twerking.
Poor Dimitri gets shot, but he lives.
Thank God.
And gets praised by the entirety of Staten Island for being a hero, even though he's also a drug dealer.
But he's the big dog of Park Hill.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's what the
Coming
Lord
through.
calls it. Something like that, yeah.
Big dog coming through. Yeah. I enjoyed this one. Like I said, it was weird to introduce like the contacts and the cameras and all this shit after we've already established some things in the franchise where we don't see any of that. But
yeah, I mean, we did kind of talk about it, like you said beforehand. This was like the first one, and they wanted to like gauge how people did in the purge, I guess. So maybe when it does become a nationwide thing, because the mercenaries specifically, maybe then they're like, all right, well, we don't need these contacts anymore. Like, we're good. Like, we know people are going to kill each other.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we forgot to mention. So one of the capos in the drug cartel on Staten Island is Capital A. And Capital A decides he's taking out Dimitri tonight and taking over his entire drug empire. Um, Dimitri shoots that man in the head
Oh,
and then executes his entire crew.
yeah.
I do have the deaths. There is the first Purge victim stabbed in the chest by Skeletor.
Yep.
3 Block Party victims stabbed in the chest and back by Skeletor. Capital
Yep.
A shot in the head. 2 cronies shot in the head by Dimitri. 6 victims on monitors beaten to death. Victim in SUV shot to death. 4 mercenaries neck broken shot by Dimitri. 3 visible church victims shot by white supremacist mercenaries.
Mm-hmm.
See, even Dead Meat's with you on that. 18 victims on monitors, lit on fire, shot, run over, dragged to death. Kells, presumably shot by mercenaries. Terrence, presumably shot by mercenaries. 6 more victims in a corner, presumably shot by mercenaries. Fire stunt dude, burned to death. 11 victims on baseball diamond, presumably shot by mercenaries. Dr. May.
Yeah, oh yeah, because we didn't even talk about that. So she realizes that Sabian, what I don't remember his name.
She didn't
She
even change her
realized
fucking name, really, Katie. Her name is Dr. May Updale. She just changed her last name
no,
when she moved to Staten Island.
not her, the dude.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's fine. She's gonna be okay. Well, she's not because she dies. But she finds out that he's the one who sent the mercenaries out, and he has her kidnapped or escorted out of the building, and then dropped in a random location and shot in the head, and then repeatedly shot. And then
Well,
the footage is erased.
Dr. May Updale shot in the head. 5 people in shootout shot by clan hooded attackers. 13 clan hooded attackers shot, stabbed, etc. by Dimitri and crew. Lorenzo gunned down by drones. Blaze gunned down by drones. 7 and 7 gunned down by drones. 5 more of Dimitri's crew gunned down by drones. 12 apartment denizens gunned down by mercenaries. 3 Smiley mercenaries shot, choked to death by Dimitri. 9 apartment denizens gunned down by mercenaries. 6 apartment denizens presumably gunned down by mercenaries. 6 Smiley mercenaries throat slit gunned down by Dimitri. Dimitri's a badass if you haven't caught this already.
Bro, one man killing crew.
2 Smiley mercenaries in bedroom stabbed to death. Smiley mercenary in bedroom shot in head by Dimitri. Smiley mercenary stabbed by Skeletor. Skeletor shot by Smiley gang. General Smiley killed in explosion. 5 Smiley mercenaries killed in explosion.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
And then there's the church victims, including Pastor Carl Almery and Pastor William Rickett, gunned down by mercenaries, but they're not counted.
Yeah, we don't even see them. We don't see the bodies, it doesn't count.
The kill count with the most amount of deaths with 133 is Purge election year, which we'll talk about later.
Damn.
This was the kill count with the most amount of kills on average, with 4.37 seconds until the final. This got awarded with. I don't know. That's true, but anyway, how'd you like this one?
I did like this one. It is an interesting thing to see the inception of this concept. It starting as just a small. I mean, Staten Island's like not small, but like a very centralized experiment to what we see in the. Not really like the first Purge movie. More so like Anarchy is when we see more of it, like what it really becomes. Because we get like multiple perspectives in Anarchy as opposed to like this one, obviously multiple perspectives, but all dealing with it being the first one. So I did like this movie, and Dimitri's so fucking cool, and so is Naya. Like, she's a badass.
Yep. I enjoyed the shit out of this. It has a poignant message, and it's an entertaining film. And like I said, Dimitri is a some of these Purge movies feel almost more like action movies than they do horror movies.
Oh yeah.
So Dimitri is the last action hero of the Purge. Then we get the OG Purge.
Ethan Hawke.
It is now 2022.
Mm-hmm. Which
Um,
that popped up, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
yeah,
This movie came out in 2013.
yeah, I know.
I was I forgot.
But they do that all the time, right? They're like, all right, we're going to jump like 9, 10 years ahead where this is a possibility, and nothing is ever the way it seems in the
No,
movies.
in 2022, we were still dealing with the side effects of lockdowns and COVID.
I feel like if you guys know what the Purge is, this is the movie you guys are most familiar with. So we're not going to get
Yeah.
like too deep into it, but like essentially, James Sandon, played by Ethan Hawke,
Ooh.
made his fortune selling security systems to rich white people, and then use their money to upgrade and make his house really nice. And two things have happened to James and his family. One, all of his neighbors that he took their money and then made his house nicer than theirs got pissed off at him because of that. They felt like he was flaunting it in their faces. Um,
Which is a little bit of a stretch. Like I think they were just annoyed and mad, and they were like, "Well, we can just take it out on him."
the other thing is that James apparently, like, I didn't get this from the movie, which kind of bothered me, but I guess he's like a strict father. Um, his son Charlie's kind of weird. Charlie, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And Zoe, his daughter,
Mm-hmm.
uh, has a boyfriend that I guess James is not very fond of, and he decides that Purge Night is the night to settle their issues. And the best way to fix an issue between a dad and a boyfriend is to just kill the dad so he's not a problem.
Well, the main reason that James has an issue is the boyfriend is 18.
Mm-hmm. And
We
how
don't
old is
know.
Zoe?
We don't know.
Not 18.
I'm guessing 16 or 17, but regardless, doesn't matter. No.
Charlie's a weird kid, but he's a cool kid. He's a smart kid. He builds a lot of cool shit. And unlike his jaded, rich white parents, he's got a good heart. Like, he doesn't like the Purge. He doesn't understand why it's happening. And he refuses to let a man who is out there being chased just be murdered in the street. He allows this stranger into his home. And, like, the crazy thing about this is watching it today as a father versus back when it came out, my perception of things has changed completely. Back
Okay.
then, I was like, this stupid fucking kid. You just put your entire family at risk. You don't know this man. You let him in your house. He could, like, this is just dumb kids doing dumb kid shit. Because now,
Mm-hmm.
all of these people, all of these rich white kids who were hunting that man are at that door being like, give him to us or we're going to come in and we're going to kill you and your whole family.
Yeah.
Oh, because he opened the door. But now I'm a father, and like I hope that my children have the empathy to save someone's life, um, despite the risk that may be encountered with letting a stranger into your home. Which again, that's I'm a little back and forth on that whole thing, but like,
Yeah, you don't know where this man even came from.
you don't. But he ended up kind of protecting and saving the family at the end. Like it ended up being a good choice. It's a fucking coin toss, Katie. You never know who you're letting in, but I would like to at least know that I have instilled the empathy in my children to see this and at least want to try and help this person. You know.
Fair. Touche.
So yeah, that's basically it. Is they're in this house, lockdown happens. The boyfriend has snuck back into the house, and
Before lockdown.
Mid about to get some, he's like, "Hey, so I got to talk to your dad." Like, he was right there.
Quick conversation.
Yeah, I don't know how he got up off her and went down to go do what he had what he thought he had to do, but
Well,
um,
karma, because he didn't get any and then he got shot.
yes, he did. It did not end well for him.
No.
Charlie lets a stranger in. These preppy, psychotic, white rich kids
White
show
kids.
up at the door,
Yeah.
wanting their black homeless man that they were trying to kill that snuck in.
Mm.
And they're like, listen, we got the money and the means to pretty much get in anywhere we want, and we will get in. So just give him back to us. I don't like the terminology they use to describe him.
No.
Made me a
No.
little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They do call the leader the polite leader.
Well, I mean, he's very polite. I mean, as opposed to the rest of them, like the one who's like also like the polite leader's at the door, and then the other guy like comes up and he's just shouting, and then the polite leader shoots him because he's like, "We're not about that."
But then he's also like, I like that guy. He was my friend.
He's like, "That was my friend. I don't fucking know y'all."
Yeah. He also says, so he refers to themselves as, we can see you're good people. You're one of the haves, like us. And we're here to purge the have-nots. And like I heard him say haves and have-nots, but I basically heard him say you're white.
No, that was a big thing for sure.
James also then has to inform his wife that this purge system that he has been selling to everyone and that he installed on his own home is not 100% purge proof. Like, yeah,
No.
they can get in.
Like, and he knew damn well. He's like, I'm gonna sell these things anyways. I'm gonna make money.
He
He's
put
the
one in
top
his own
seller.
home.
Top seller of security systems for the Purge.
I wonder if he got that shit for free. Like, perk of the job.
Well, I mean, it'd be different if like he created it, but I don't think he did. I think he just sold it.
So anyway, Charlie's trying to hide the stranger. Mom and Dad are looking for the stranger. Zoe's freaking the fuck out because her boyfriend got shot and died, and she's just like scrambling around the house. Charlie finally catches the stranger and is ready, or not Charlie, James catches the stranger and is ready to give him up. And now his whole family's like, dude, this is fucked up. This is wrong. Like, we're not with you on this. He's like, but they're gonna break in and kill us all. And they're like, yeah, but. And he has a change of heart. He's like, fuck it, we're gonna fight back.
Fuck it, we ball.
And they do. They fight the fuck back.
They do.
And they kill most of them.
Yeah? Like, probably all but like one or two.
The rich douches break in the house, get wrecked. James ends up being hurt really bad in the fight.
Yeah,
He's about...
You get stabbed.
Yeah. He's about to get executed when Zoe shows up and shoots them. Or shoots the polite leader. James ends up dying anyway.
Which, damn.
And then, just when we think everything's cool, the neighbors show up in their house to help kind of clear out the rest of the people and, save the day. And they're like, actually...
So we thought.
Don't thank us, because we're not here to save you. It's just, you're not theirs, you're ours. We're participating in the Purge this year, and we're going to purge you, because fuck you for selling us a product and then using that money to throw it in our faces.
Which, like, you're all rich. Why the fuck does it matter? I'm richer than you. That's so dumb.
So they're getting ready to execute Lena Headey, whose name I did not write down, but I'm sure Mary, Zoe, and Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
And they're asking Mary to choose between her two children.
Crazy.
Absolutely insane. And then the stranger shows up and turns the tables on them and gives Mary the option, like, we killing these motherfuckers? One of them does get shot.
Deserved.
Yeah. And Mary's like, no, we're going to sit here and we're going to wait this fucking night out. Enough people have died, including my husband. So we're all going to sit down at my dining room table and hang out and act like everything is normal until that alarm goes off.
And then Grace has the balls to try and shoot Mary, and Mary slams her fucking face against the table and breaks her nose. She said, "I've had enough of this shit." and then the siren goes off, and she's like, "Everyone, get the fuck out of my house."
But like, how do you end the night that way and then go about the rest of the year seeing these people that came to murder you and just
No,
existing?
I'm quite literally moving.
Yeah.
Like, my husband died in this house. People broke into this house. I don't want to be here anymore. We're moving.
We can't be here anymore.
We can't be here.
So for the death count, there were 26 victims on Purge feeds that were shot, hacked, and unknown means of death. And then another 5 Purge victims shot, unknown means of death. Henry was shot by James, Henry being the boyfriend.
Yes.
Impatient Purger shot in the head by the lead Purger. Talked about that. Guy Purger shot 5 times in the back by James. Other Guy Purger shot with shotgun by James. Lady Purger shot with shotgun by James. Guy Purger face slammed into a pinball machine and later shot. Other Guy Purger hacked in the back with axe, shot with shotgun. 2 Purgers outside shot many times by neighbors. 2 Tickle Monster Purgers shot in head many times by neighbors. 2 unseen Purgers shot off screen many times by neighbors. Lead Purgers shot 8 to 9 times by Zoe. James bled out from stomach stab. And then Mr. Kelly shot 5 times by the stranger.
Yeah. He said, "Bah, bah, bah, bah."
And Grace had her face fucking broke.
Which, I hated that bitch from the jump. I'm glad she at least got something bad done to her.
Yeah, like the very first interaction they had with Grace, where she first kind of like gave it away. They're like, "Oh, are you having your annual Purge party?" No, we're not. This is a really nice addition you built, though. You know, I feel like we kind of pay. Like, you could tell she was on some backhanded, shady, rich white bullshit.
Oh yeah. It's like, fuck you, Grace. And nobody asked for your opinion.
How do we feel about the Purge, the OG Purge, the original Purge, the one that started it all?
I know it gets very confusing when we keep saying like the first Purge, and then this is the first Purge movie, and it's very confusing. But the Purge, it's a good way to show that, like we kind of talked about before with the first Purge, that it's for basically rich people. And
yeah, no, I'm with you. So basically the original Purge was just like one family's experience on this night in a rich white neighborhood. And then every movie after this was expanding upon the new founding fathers, the actual Purge itself across America,
which I like way more.
The political
like, this one's fine. This is a fine one, but I do like the people who are in the thick of it and the multiple storylines, which all usually end up coming together anyways, which is always just fun. Like, I like those more. But this one's a good first of a franchise.
Okay.
So that's a good base.
All right. Next up, Purge Anarchy.
This is my favorite movie.
What is the introduction of Sergeant Leo?
Wow. Frank Grillo. Smash.
Well, it's your favorite. So tell us what this movie is about, Katie. It's your time to shine.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So like I said, this is multiple stories kind of sprinkled in the beginning that all end up coming together. You have a man who wants revenge for his son being killed by a man who got let off on a technicality. You don't learn Leo's name until like the very fucking end, which is so annoying. So it's just the sergeant, some strange man who's in the military. You have Ava, who's a waitress. Her dad, who is very sick. And then her daughter, Callie. You have Shane and Liz, who are a couple who are kind of getting separated. Like they're
No,
separated.
they're not kind of getting separated. They're separated. They just haven't told his
Well,
family yet.
Shane doesn't really want to be separated.
I feel like,
I mean, he keeps being like, "Well, we don't have to tell my sister, like, because then it makes it real." And which, for anyone who likes the Flanaganiverse, I didn't realize that that actor is the main guy in Midnight Mass.
okay. What I realized was the story with Sergeant Leo Barnes
Mhm.
is very much reminiscent of Saw 3. The dad who loses the son and is bitter and wants revenge, and the mom who's kind of checked out from the dad from the situation.
Is that slow motherfucking Jeff?
Yes.
I hate that fucking guy.
But you get what I'm saying, right? Like,
Yeah.
Jeff lost his son to somebody who was drunk and ran him over
Hmm.
and was obsessed with revenge. And his wife was kind of disconnected and doing her own thing. At least Leo's wife came to like check on him. He's like, "Go back to your new family and your new husband,"
He's like, "Yeah,
because
get the fuck
apparently
away from me.
he was
I have a plan."
drowning in sorrow and had revenge on his mind, and the marriage didn't work out after that.
Which, like, I can't blame him for like your son gets killed and the guy gets to go free and you have an opportunity to kill him on one specific night. I can't
So,
really fault him here.
what's up with Eva's family?
So they're on the poorer, lower class side of things. They don't really say where like this one takes place. Like, because I mean, most of them are like one location. Like, because obviously election year is DC, but and like Staten Island is like the first purge, but we don't really know like what the other ones. Also, besides the Forever Purge, because that's Texas. So like we don't really know.
We'll say it's
So
Pittsburgh.
don't we don't need to say
You
that.
want Sergeant Leo Barnes in Pittsburgh, don't you?
I just want Frank Grillo. Period.
Pittsburgh native Sergeant Leo Barnes.
No, it looked more like a New York, Detroit type situation.
Generally, yeah.
Yeah. But Ava, Callie, and her dad, like I said, on the poorer side, the dad is very sick and his medication costs a lot of money.
Terminally ill.
Terminally ill. Which like medication is very expensive even now, so like I get it. And the dad's like, I don't like this night. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna stay in my room. I'm gonna hang out. Y'all have fun. Be safe. Blah 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 blah. No, this man actually leaves a note for his daughter and his granddaughter, and becomes a martyr for a rich white family, so Ava and Callie can have money.
He sells himself to be purged.
Yeah.
To help them pay for the debt that they have incurred for his hospital bills and everything like that, so that they can live a better life. I don't think I wrote it down. Do we ever find Granddad again?
No.
No. Like this happens, and then we never see him again.
No, like as they're reading the note, like they kind of show like him arriving at the mansion, and then the rich white people doing the new founding fathers prayer thing, and then yeah, no, we don't see him die. We don't blah blah blah, but we get the he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and this is where the anti NFFA group starts showing up, led by Carmelo.
Yeah. Because they realize what the purge is really about, and they're trying to stop it.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned Shane and Liz and their strained marriage.
Yeah.
They run they run into a biker gang that is essentially collecting people for money to be purged, and they fuck with their car to make them easier targets once the purge begins.
Yeah, and then they get
and are hunting
stranded
them down.
as the siren, which is so fun. As soon as that starts, they have to start running around, hiding in the streets, and then so he's normally Hector in almost every movie, except his name's not
I
Hector in this
literally
movie.
have Hector from Fast and the Furious as an asshole.
His name's Diego in this movie, which is
That's
shocking
racist.
because if you look at his IMDb, almost everything he's in, his name is Hector. It's crazy. But he's like a creepy, weird neighbor, and then he breaks into Ava's apartment because she doesn't want anything to do with him, and he keeps making advances, and he's creepy and blech. And then since again they live in the poor neighborhood, and there's the military that want to get rid of the poor people, Ava and Callie get kidnapped.
So there's a SWAT team that comes into their apartment and they capture them for Big Daddy.
Which hate that, by the way. Just because you drive a big rig doesn't mean you can call yourself Big Daddy.
So yeah, Leo stumbles upon them being shoved into the back of the truck, and he's like,
I don't even think they were going to be shoved in the back of the truck. I think he was just going to assassinate them right then and there with his machine gun.
I thought that they were being captured and taken.
I thought they were just being brought out to die on the street.
Leo sees this shit, whatever they're doing, and he's like, I have shit to do. I can't help. I can't help. Fuck, I gotta go help. So he saves Eva and her daughter. Meanwhile, Shane and Liz have found their way to Leo's car and decide to hide in it and watch what's happening as the crazy biker gang, comes looking for them.
Yeah.
Leo's like, get the fuck out of my car. And they're like, please, no, we need help. He's like, get the fuck out of my car. They're like, no, please help. I will shoot you. Get the fuck out of my car. I have shit to do tonight. I am not here. And then the biker gang comes, and then he's like, all right, fuck it. And then they all take off. And now we have a merry fivesome.
Yay!
Surviving together on Purge night.
Squad goals. Yeah, they go through some shit.
They're making their way through the city, trying to survive on Purge night while also heading towards Leo's destination. And Eva's like, hey, I got this friend. We can go chill at her house. Just get us there. She has a car. You can take her car. And Ava's friend. So they're being hunted by the NFFA army and the biker gang. They discovered the abandoned truck with a bunch of high-tech equipment and targets, including Ava's building being one of them.
Yep.
Flee through the city as the revenge countdown clock keeps ticking, and Leo's getting less and less time to execute his plan.
Yeah.
Shane catches a bullet, but they make it to Tanya's house, Tanya being the friend.
Mm-hmm.
And once at Tanya's house, Tanya's sister Lorraine flips out and kills Tanya because Tanya has been fucking her husband, Tanya's brother-in-law.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then everyone starts fighting and shooting and killing each other. And they're like, fuck it, we got to leave Tanya's house. We can't stay here anymore.
Yeah. Well, they also... Leo was brought under there by false pretenses. He was told there was a car. There was no car.
Yeah. Lorraine is like shitty to her husband and calls him a pussy and all this stuff. He's like, oh yeah, he just dressed like that, but he doesn't have the balls to really go out and do anything. And it's like, well, if that's how you were talking about me, I'd fuck your sister too. All right, like, just saying.
I mean, that was a choice. I mean, that was a lot of pent up aggression if she had to shoot her sister, like pop up. Like, you could have just like gave her like a grazed bullet or like a stab wound. No, you wanted to full on murder her.
Yeah. They end up getting captured by the biker gang, who then sells them to rich white folks to be auctioned off for the purge.
Hated that.
Shane doesn't make it.
they were just like getting like closer to each other again, and then he gets like gunned down aggressively, which is just not fair. And then Liz is like, well, now I want to fucking purge, which I get it. Your kind of ex-husband just got murdered in front of you. I would probably want to do the same thing.
Well, so Carmelo's army, the anti-purge army, featuring
Dante, Bishop,
show up, save everyone except for Shane.
They were just a little too late.
And then they're like, "You guys need to get the fuck out of here." And Liz is like, "No, I'm gonna stay with the anti-purge army, and I'm gonna get my revenge for the man that I planned on leaving, but then they killed."
I told you they were gonna reconcile. It was gonna be great.
She even made a joke about telling his sister there at the end.
Yeah.
Again. Luckily for us, Leo, just before the purge ends, makes it to his destination, breaks into the house to get his revenge. And they kind of sort of catfish us into believing that after all of this, he still went ahead and murdered this guy in front of his family, or him and his entire family, because this man had a wife and kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see Leo leaving the house, bloody from the night's activities.
Yes.
He gets gunned down by an NFFA member.
He gets gunned down by Big Daddy.
By Big Daddy. Who found him. But then the guy that he didn't kill, that he came to murder, that he broke into the house and threatened and did all this stuff, shows up and kills Big Daddy and saves it. And that is that fucking Happy Gilmore. Man, I'm glad I called that guy.
Billy Madison, not Happy Gilmore.
Yes, Billy Madison.
I got you.
The SWAT team is coming in, the purge ends, and apparently, even though they work for the NFFA, they also have to abide by purge rules and can't avenge their fallen leader.
Not yet. Not this movie. Give it a few.
Well, I'm just like, yes,
no,
the purge ended,
you hear that siren? You drop it. Hands up.
I found it a little unbelievable that they murdered this man who was part of the NFFA. And then the siren goes off. They're like, "Oh fuck! Now we can't kill you." Like,
well, it was a standoff. It was Ava and Callie, and then the two SWAT members, and then the dude who Leo didn't kill. So then they took him to the hospital. Kid. Yeah, they killed his son, Nicholas.
So this is your favorite one, huh?
Yes. Election Year's a close second, but this is definitely my favorite one.
All right. This was good. I do love, because I didn't realize it until this last watch through, that Dante is in 3 of these movies.
Mm-hmm.
And his significance as a character, he goes from a homeless guy to a member of the militia to the leader of a militia.
I feel like he's kind of like the second to Carmelo in the militia in this movie. And then we're assuming Carmelo dies because then Dante becomes the leader.
Well, it's 17 years later, Katie, before we get to election year.
I'm just saying, like, or he could have just retired, like, but it just makes the most sense for him to like be killed doing what they were doing.
And not even. All right, so a lot of people died.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of interesting ways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna go through all these because a lot of it's just like 9 here, 2 there, 4 there.
The one David guy to like the bank.
David Neustadter seen strung up dead in front of bank.
Yeah.
Paparico Sanchez still killed ceremoniously by rich white folk off screen.
Mm-hmm.
Diego shot a whole bunch of times. Tanya shot at least 3 times by Lorraine.
Mm-hmm.
Charles Hurst, neck broken. Tom Hurst shot by Leo. Papa Hurst shot by Leo and Liz. Mm-hmm. Shane shot to death. Big Daddy shot through the back of the head.
Yeah.
Lorraine lived.
Yeah, no, yeah, she doesn't get shot.
Yeah.
He said, interesting.
Well, she started all the shit. Like, she started it
She did.
all, and she
I mean,
survived.
she clipped her husband. Like, she shot him in the leg. Or no, Leo shoots him in the leg.
Yeah.
Because he's holding Liz hostage. It's a whole that whole apartment scene is crazy.
Yeah. 17 years and well, not we don't start off 17 years in the future. We start off on one crazy purge night where a family is captured by a maniac
Man.
who makes the mom choose which one of her family members gets to survive.
Crazy work.
And then we pick up 18 years later, according to that, which means this happened the same night that the original purge happened.
Which is interesting.
The
Like, I
OG
like that.
purge.
Yeah.
That survivor ends up becoming Senator Charlie Roan, who is running for president to oust out the new founding fathers and end the purge because of what happened to her family all those years ago.
Which, can you fucking blame her?
No. We've already talked about how Dante gets his name in this movie and who he is and what he's doing. Now the NFFA has decided that the purge is a great opportunity to get rid of their political opponents. We're going to use tonight, we're going to suspend the level 10 government official rules so that we can kill a presidential candidate. Also, we're going to get rid of Dante and his fucking band of misfits who are undermining all of our efforts.
Yeah.
Double op tonight.
Double op. Everybody's an op.
Leo has found himself in the service of one Charlie Roan as her lead secret Hervis agent.
He does slay, so like that's fair.
And it is
Quite
Hervis.
literally slays.
It's a Hervis, not a service. Because she is the president or president elect.
Spoiler: she does one part of that, but okay.
Yeah. The other big part of this is murder tourism.
Yeah.
People from other countries who are coming to America to witness, partake, and be a part of the purge and see what it's all about because we're the only ones doing it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Well, you shouldn't like that, Katie.
I'm just gonna be honest here, guys. I don't like that at all.
You know what's crazy to me, though, is like the purge is essentially hostile in America.
I feel like on a grander scale, but sure.
But instead of Americans going and getting captured in a foreign country and then it's just Americans killing Americans. And then people from other countries coming out to participate.
And then foreigners are like, you know, it sounds like a great time going to purge in the middle of spring.
My favorite part of this is Bubba Blue.
Is that Joe?
Yes. From Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Which is crazy. Like, he aged very well, I think.
Well, he was a shrimp boat captain, and now he runs a deli.
It's on brand.
So he's got this deli. Lainey grew up in this deli. She loves Joe. Apparently, Lainey was a badass back in the day. She's a legend in the neighborhood. And they decide to raise Joe's insurance rates for the purge to an unaffordable amount the day before the purge.
Which is fucked up.
So Joe and Marcos, his assistant, his number 2, are like, fuck it, we gotta protect my business because if it gets broken into and destroyed, I don't have insurance to cover the damages. I'm going to be out of business. So we're going to stay. Lainey's like, no, don't do that. Don't be stupid. He's like, I got no fucking choice.
Yeah.
Lainey has gone from being a badass to, you know, an angel of sorts. She's out there in the EMS truck, patching people up, trying to take care of shit, doing good things.
Associated with the Dante Bishop group of sorts.
Bit, yep. And then there are the what they call the candy girls. So there are these 2 schoolgirls who the day before the purge are trying to steal from Joe, get caught. are extremely dis-fucking-respectful. Lainey kind of checks them and puts them in their place, makes them give the candy back, and now they are going to return once the purge begins to get that candy back.
Like, you dumb, stupid little bitches.
But they're also fucking fantastic. I mean,
with your weird sparkle light cars and
awesome sparkle light cars, amazing masks, chainsaws, concrete saws.
Party in the USA is playing in the car.
Why the fuck not?
It's not even like the real song. It's like some weird knockoff version.
I'm making Party in the USA the song for the TikTok that I make for this after this comes out on audio.
What did you put for Instagram?
Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of. It felt very suiting.
Okay, fair.
But I forgot about Party in the USA until you said it, and it should have just been Party in the USA.
Well, now you have something for TikTok.
I do. So yeah, basically they try and kill Senator Charlie, and her and Leo are on the run.
Mm-hmm.
Avoiding drones and all sorts of shit and just trying to stay alive as Leo tries to get her safely to a place to keep her alive so that she can be elected president once the purge is over.
Yeah.
Lainey is out doing her thing, it's actually Bubba, Joe, and Marcos. Marcos is big on Senator Roan.
She just needs to win Florida.
Sees them getting jumped by the murder tourists who are dressed as Uncle Sam and the Statue of Liberty and other various original founding fathers, not new founding fathers.
Yes, OG founding fathers. And the Statue of Liberty for some reason.
So they save Charlie and Leo. And then bring them into, because Leo's been shot, he's hurt. Bring them into the store. Lainey shows up to save the day when the fucking candy girls are trying to break in.
She runs their asses fucking over. And then shotgun blasts the other bitches.
Because she's the badass. Like, when they were saying, oh, you're a legend, you're this, you're that, I was like, okay. And then she showed us why.
Yeah, I can't remember what they called her.
Pequeña Muerte.
Yeah,
Little Death.
Little Death, yeah. I knew it was Muerte, I couldn't remember the first word.
Mm-hmm. We talked about the insurance company. This also, in my opinion, as far as like the shit we see on the Purge, is probably the most insane Purge. Like, we've talked about the candy girls, but also we see people, like, as Lainey's driving around looking for people to help, there's like a car with like 4 people strapped to the fucking hood just driving around screaming. There's a gallows in the middle of the street.
It was in an alleyway, but yeah. Gallows in the alley.
Hanging trees. Everyone is just so insane and creative at this point in the way that they're going about shit.
Well, I mean, they said it's like the 25th Purge at this point. Like, you gotta do something different. You gotta be unique.
Leo also blew a bunch of the mercenaries up because I guess Charlie's apartment was rigged to blow should something happen.
Oh, Leo doesn't trust fucking anybody, so he said, this is my little secret. Shh, keep it on the down low.
I have it written as Russian Uncle Sam and the Statue of Liberty. So basically, after they shot Leo in the shoulder, he figures out that the bullet had a tracer on it, and they've been tracking him, which is how they keep finding him. So he digs the bullet out of his shoulder, gets rid of that. Joe apparently used to gangbang.
Used to be a crook, specifically.
And he knew some people, or he knew the set, and did some things. He knew the whistle. And they patched them up. The mercs that show up get taken out by the gang members.
Yep.
They're good to go. Then we meet up with Dante Bishop at the safe zone. Leo kind of figures out what his plan is to go to the church where all of the high-ranking NFFA members and the minister,
who's also running for president,
is at, where they're going to take all of them out. Like, that's Dante's plan.
Yeah, which I think Charlie said it best. Like, if you kill him, he becomes a martyr, and they win.
Yep. She didn't want to win that way. And Dante's like, no, fuck that. We need you to win, and the best way for you to win is to make sure there's no ops. And as we've seen with the most recent election, not necessarily wrong. So the NFFA swarms the safe zone, takes out Bishop. Charlie and Leo hop back in the van with Laney, Joe, and Marcos. Van gets attacked. Charlie gets kidnapped, brought to the church to be sacrificed. Then Leo's like, fuck, I need to meet up with Bishop and get in this fucking church. And he does. The evening mass becomes a massacre after they save Charlie. And then after all that, Charlie still wants to save the minister and begs Dante to spare him. And Dante does. There's also a crazy fucking clergyman, I guess.
Yeah, that guy didn't like his vibe in any capacity. He was like very pale and like ashy at the same time and looked very dehydrated and was crazy and killed the man before they were going to sacrifice Charlie. And then he shoots a bunch of people in the basement. He shoots Joe.
Yeah. Bubba dies again.
Like, damn. How can this man live?
Though, shout out to Joe, because one of my favorite things is, so the militia shows up and all of this stuff's going on, and Joe looks at him and he goes, listen, I like black folks, but you're not going to shoot these white people. These are my white people.
Yeah, I like that too. Oh my god, I love that.
Leo hits the minister in the dick, and then the mercs kill Dante in the parking garage.
Yeah.
Like we said, Joe catches some bullets and dies. And then in the end, after the mercs are killed and the purge ends, Charlie is elected as president.
Woo.
Marcos inherits the store.
Joe's Deli.
And the purge is done. It's over. No more purge. We shut that shit down.
Yay! No more purging. Oh, so we fought.
For 8 years.
For 8 years. I mean, the fact that it lasted as long as it did without there being another purge is crazy.
This one might be my favorite.
This is a very close second for me.
I like that we elected a woman as president.
Woo.
I like I said, it's one of the crazier purges as you like see shit going on in the streets, which I really enjoyed. Like the creativity behind things and the outfits and all of that. So, love me some bubble gum or bubble blue.
Some bubble gum.
Bubblegum shrimp.
Bubblegum shrimp. Yeah, no, this one's a fun one, and I don't know, I like the combination of like Leo and Charlie, and then the other side of it being like Joe, Marcos, and Laney. Like, I like that group dynamic.
The only thing I would have done, just for me in this movie is, at one point I would have had a man with no legs in a wheelchair just kind of stroll by as they were driving.
No.
And had Joe be like, Lieutenant Dan?
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. No. No. God damn it.
That's all Purge election year was missing was Lieutenant Dan. That's all I'm saying.
That's crazy.
No, I enjoyed this one. And again, this is another one with an insane amount of kills. Papa Roan, murdered by Parliament fan purger. Mama Roan also, and Brother Roan.
Chapel Roan.
Chapel Roan survived. Eric, blown up with a briefcase bomb by Leo. Chief Cooper, blown up with a briefcase bomb by Leo. Kimmy, run over with a van, shot with a shotgun by Laney. Rondo, shot with Nazi copter minigun. Lawrence, stabbed at least 7 times by Harmon James.
At least.
Caleb Warren, shot through the head by Marcos. Dante Bishop, shot to death by Earl Danzinger, which is one of the... oh, hey. Hi.
Where we at?
We are literally running through the kills of Purge election year and moving on to our last movie, The Forever Purge.
Okay. You skip the first purge, or did you go in the
We
order of first purge through?
first purge, OG purge, anarchy, election year, forever purge.
Okay.
We went chronologically.
Okay. Gotcha.
Dante Bishop, who we talked about, was in 3 of the movies and didn't get a
Mhm.
name till the 3rd one. Shot to death by Earl Danziger, which is the head of the Mercs
Mhm.
that were sent out. He was stabbed at least 8 times, slashed and kicked by Leo.
Kicked.
Harmon James shot a bunch all over and then in the head by Joe. And poor Joe Dixon, my boy Bubba, bled out from gunshot wounds from Harmon James.
Which, like, he didn't have to die. Like,
He didn't.
It was nasty.
Kind of fucked up.
I literally just told Katie the only thing this movie was missing was a legless man in a wheelchair just kind of strolling by in the background and him being like, Lieutenant Dan?
No.
I mean, honestly, a legless man, preferably a weaponized legless man, would have probably slapped at any point.
Yes, like fucking unalive himself bomber.
Right. I'm
In a
with
wheelchair.
that. I'm with that. But definitely would have hit.
No.
I heard y'all talking about the church scene and the definitely the sex slave preacher dude that gave the first kill to. He's a sex slave. I don't care what anybody says. Like, this is very obvious that he's a sex slave that was
Altar
allowed
boy?
to kill. Same thing.
It's all the same.
Well, here, Reek, since you're here real quick, do you got any thoughts on the first purge?
Mm.
Not the OG Purge movie, the first Purge.
Yeah, no, I got you. It's I mean, honestly, it's a lot of like, it felt too real. If I'm looking at it,
No, the next movie is too real.
well, yeah, it like present day if you look at it, but like when I think about that, like you just the experiment starts in New York, and you know what I'm saying, and then it turns out you just send in these rogue people into the hood and killing off a bunch of poor people like that just gives a real vibe. Skeletor, not to steal a quote from the patron saint, but not my kind of black people. Even though he came in clutch, not my kind of black people. I'm just throwing that out there right now. He did come in clutch when it mattered, but still not my kind of black people.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was a solid movie. I was rocking with it though.
Not Reek's kind of black people.
No.
See, you take notes.
Not at all.
Lieutenant
Not
Dan
at all.
was missing.
Yep. Could have used it.
No, you didn't need it though.
I 100% disagree. I'll die on that hill.
Okay, then die on that hill.
Because here's the thing. This movie, like I said, I think Election Year was my favorite, right? And the Candy Girls were fun and all of that, but I think the one thing that a lot of these movies were missing is a little bit of that comedy levity, you know? And that would have been one of those, like, just slightly in the midst of moments where we got a little chuckle before, like, all of the awfulness and anarchy. Sometimes you need a little bit of levity in all of the seriousness going on.
Laugh at the pain.
These hoes pulled up with cars just covered in lights playing Miley Cyrus. Like, I can't not take some enjoyment out of that. That was funny.
Yeah, they did do that. This is true.
What about the OG Purge? Ethan Hawke, Cersei Lannister.
Hey, you know something? I wasn't a fan of her until the end, cause like, it like you can see like she was cracking the whole night, but it's like it wasn't until we got to the point where, all right, we only got a couple minutes left. Y'all are gonna chill the fuck out for the rest of this period, and we're not gonna do nothing. And then the wife still tried to pull some shit. She just smashed this bitch's face on the glass. She said, "You wasn't listening clearly when I was talking. I said we're gonna sit here and we're gonna chill." Like, I feel it. I feel it. the kid, the boy, the little one, the little brother, weird as hell. Would have kicked him out because why are you letting people in the house?
Okay, so Katie and I had a mini conversation about this, right? I was back when this movie came out. I was with you. I was like, you just put your whole family at risk. The fuck you doing, blah blah blah. But now I'm a father, right? And honestly, as a father, because again, it's 50-50. You don't know who you're letting in the house and if you're putting your family in danger. But as a father, I want my children to have the empathy enough to want to save the poor black man that's being hunted by rich white people. So, like, if I could raise children that at least want to attempt to save them, that at least try, then I feel like I did a good job as a father.
I mean, sentiment-wise, sure, but it's like if he doesn't do that, they probably go the rest of the night unscathed. Probably.
Maybe. I guess the neighbor said we only showed up because we saw they took down your security system.
Right.
So
yeah, like they saw the coast was clear because you opened it up. Like they might have been okay if it hadn't been. So yeah, no, I get it. But if I lock the doors up when this shit goes down and you open them, you're going outside and you're not coming back. Like. What's the dude said in Invincible? I can always make another kid.
Purge Anarchy, which was Katie's favorite movie.
It might have been mine too. Like my dude was the Punisher for one night.
See, I feel like Dimitri was more badass than Leo. As far as an action hero in this, yes, he was a drug dealer. But Dimitri was beating more ass.
Businessman.
Businessman.
That don't got nothing to do with it. He was still a G regardless.
I like how you do business.
Exactly.
I like both badasses in their own right. Like Dimitri single-handedly saves Staten Island. Leo saves the future president of the United States.
But that's not in this movie. That's anarchy. This is anarchy.
Being a street pharmaceutical rep don't make you any less lethal. That's all I'm saying. But nah, he was a gangster. That was real shit. Dude in the truck with the machine gun was type crazy. Like that. Which one was Joe in? The guy in the shop.
That was election year. That's my favorite.
Yeah. He didn't have to go out like that for real.
Sure.
That was nasty.
All right, let's get into the Forever Purge. I ran this down for Katie. You may have missed it. I have an actual timeline. So the first Purge takes place in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
The OG Purge is 2022, which is the same year that Senator Charlie Roan's family, Mama Roan, Papa Roan, Brother Roan, and Chapel Roan are all murdered.
It's my joke.
Shout out to Katie for that one.
That was my fucking joke.
I know, and I'm giving you credit.
Good.
2023 is Purge Anarchy, so a year later with Leo on his revenge tour and then picking up strays along the way and really fucked up family dinner. And then Purge election year is 17 years later in 2040. So Dante Bishop and Leo have not aged a single day in 17 years. Fucking vampires.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Okay, but Leo's still hot. It doesn't matter.
No, I know. I'm just... So that's 17 years later. And now, after Senator Roan has gotten rid of the Purge has been gone for 8 years. So 2 election cycles. It is now 2048. It is the Forever Purge. The NFFA has been reelected and reinstated the Purge after 8 years of peace because America hates immigrants.
That's literally the entire movie.
Yep.
Due to a surge of people worried about immigration issues, the NFFA has found themselves back in power and instituted the Purge to help cleanse America. There is a white... I guess I can't say... I mean, they're white because they're sitting here saying we're going to get rid of all of the immigrants and make America white again, essentially.
Old white rich men, yes.
Well, no, because I'm talking about this group that rose up, this Nazi rebel white supremacist group that has decided the purge is never going to end, that is out on loudspeakers talking about cleansing America.
They're definitely white.
Yeah. With their fucking very clearly, blatantly out there symbol on their trucks and flags and all of the shit.
Not our kind of white people.
And then we've got Juan, who you guys might know as Namor from Black Panther 2.
Mm-hmm.
And his wife Adela.
I know now.
they're a sweet couple. They crossed the border by less than legal means to pursue the American dream, and they're doing just that. Juan is a brilliant cowboy. He works on a farm for a rich white family, only one of which seems to be a shithead, kind of. And he's really, really good with horses. Adela is managing in a meat packing factory. She's getting people who don't speak English jobs and helping manage them and all of those things and keeping this meat pack. They're just living their lives, being contributing members of society and just all around good fucking people, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They got TT, Juan's friend, who's also a cowboy. Mm-hmm. They're hanging out. And the purge commences. Now,
hello?
Was that? I mean, I said the purge commences and he hit the fucking keyboard. That was kind of nice, but like.
My bad.
What the fuck is dude's name?
Which
son,
one?
Tucker. The son Tucker.
Dylan.
Yeah, he looks like a fucking Dylan. So Dylan doesn't like Juan because Juan's better at Dylan's job than Dylan. And Dylan's dad likes Juan. So he's like, kind of fuck this and fuck him. And then later on, they're like, hey, we got this awesome Mexican nanny and she's got a sister. You should meet her. And he's like, I don't want my kids growing up speaking Spanish. And I'm like, see,
it's giving racist.
Little things you do there. But like, listen, Dylan's sister is down to fuck TT. Yes.
They were fucking.
Dylan's dad was all like, listen, here's a purge bonus. You don't let my son bother you. I don't even know how I raised him to be like that. I don't know that he really means it, but like, you're really good at your job. You're awesome. You're amazing. Take care of your family, blah, blah, blah. His wife is pregnant, and his wife kind of seems kind of off-put by also his racism. Like,
yeah.
Everyone's off-put by his racism, as they should be.
But this is where shit gets crazy, right? Because Juan and Adela meet up with TT, and they hop on a bus, and they go to this purge shelter, and they wait it out. 12 hours, safe. We see Adela, like, go up on the roof and pick up a gun, and we're like, oh, shit. Like, she knows how to handle a gun. She did some shit over in Mexico. She knows some shit.
Mm-hmm.
The purge ends. It's over. They go home.
Everyone survived.
Juan and TT are like, hey, we're going to go to work the next day. Everything's cool. Adela goes to her job. When Juan and TT get to the ranch, the entire Tucker family has been captured, not by the immigrants, but by the white workers who are upset that they don't have as much money as the rich people that they work for. So they have decided to murder all of the rich farm families and take their land and take their shit. The head of this being Kirk, who also tried to get Juan fired earlier in the movie by saying he was late when he wasn't. And Dylan was like, oh, are you calling Kirk a liar? Well, Kirk almost killed you, motherfucker. So, like, do you feel bad now?
Indeed.
And listen, I love Papa Tucker. I do. But, man, ran his mouth just a little bit too much and got shot. Like, you said just a little. I agree with everything you said, but maybe on your knees bound with a gun to your face was not the time to say it.
He had to make a sacrifice.
Yeah, I suppose.
They were gonna kill Harper.
Timing, though. You know?
Juan and TT come in, shoot the place up, save Dylan, his wife, and Harper, the sister. And then they're like, fuck, we got to go find Adela. Unfortunately, Adela got arrested because Adela was the victim of people in bunny masks who had a goat in a cage that she tried to set free, who wanted to murder her. Her boss shows up, saves her life. The cops see them kill the people clearly in Purge costumes
Yep.
and say, black man, Hispanic woman, guilty, get in the car.
Jail.
You also have a crazy white bitch and a neo-Nazi in the back as well.
Yeah.
Who are going on about how this is the forever purge, how the purge let me out, the purge, there is no rules, there is no law anymore. The purge isn't going to stop.
And low key, at first I said, you know what, maybe we can get some use out of him because he has some usable knowledge about weapons. But then he got all rapey and like that.
Yeah. So basically, Juan and TT are out looking for Adela so that they can get the fuck out. Meanwhile, the NFFA has figured out, oh shit, shit's gone haywire. We're going to declare martial law. We're going to get shit under control. Mexico and Canada are like, listen, we'll give you 6 hours. Whoever can get across the border in 6 hours, come on. Other than that, you're fucked. Borders are open. Now, as Katie said, we're in Texas. So once they find the SWAT vehicle that got flipped over and they save Adela and her boss, who, by the way, her boss is Darius, is just like, you guys go ahead, I'll be all right. And we don't see Darius again.
Yeah, what the fuck? I wanted to make sure he was okay.
They're like, fuck it, we got to get to the fucking border. Let's get in this fucking big rig with Dylan, his wife, and his sister, and let's head for the border. And that is the movie, is them trying to make it to the border to escape. There's also Chicago. I actually believe it's Chicago, but we're going to go with Chicago.
We
love Chicago.
That.
Chicago is a Native American who is against the Purge, who's against everything that this stands for and everything that it's about. But he's an activist. He's not militant like Bishop was or Carmelo was. You know, he's going about it the Martin Luther King way, with his words and not his actions, trying to persuade people why this is such a bad thing, but also creating a safe haven for people and helping get people to where they need to go and move them across the border and save as many lives as possible. And if you come on his land, we'll fuck you up, which is fair.
Right.
So they fight their way. There's also the whole thing with the roses. So apparently when they came across the border, Adela was given a card, and he's like, listen, if you ever need anything, just follow the roses. So they get to the border town, and they see the roses. There's an explosion. The groups get separated. It's Dylan and Harper and TT and Juan, and then Adela and Dylan's wife, whose name
Cassidy.
Sure, not important. She doesn't really talk during the movie.
She's like 9 months pregnant.
I have had a woman in my life 9 months pregnant twice, and let me tell you, not talking was one of the things that she did not do.
I'm about to say, y'all are. Well, I'm just saying, like in that time frame of time, then y'all don't get quieter during that time. Is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I know this. I mean,
they're on the run, and she's traumatized. But okay.
Even more reason.
Anyway,
they follow the roses. Juan, Harper, Dylan, and TT run afoul of some racists. One of which they call Mother, and this felt kind of backwoods hillbilly in all of that. TT gets shot. TT dies,
which is fucking bullshit. Like, no.
Somebody was gonna catch it.
Military shows up. There's a shootout. Everyone escapes. I believe it's Mother that gets killed.
Yeah, Juan shoots Mother in the fucking face.
Because why the fuck not?
Good.
Unfortunately, fucking bullshit.
Will understands.
Unfortunately, this then leads the backwoods racist hillbillies to want to hunt down Juan and all of them and kill them before they get across the border and chase them all the way to the border. They both follow the roses separately, get to a safe house, meet up at the safe house where they meet Chicago. Chicago's like, listen, my reservation land is right on the border. come with me. I can help get you guys across because the borders have now closed. Is it El Paso that they were going through?
It is El Paso
Do
because
we
that
know
is
anyone that
a
lives in El
border town.
Paso?
Savannah.
Mm.
It literally, the border to Juarez is not far from her.
Military shootouts are always the most insane form of camping. They're always intense.
I love it.
Love you, Will. So we hop in with Chicago and his crew. We get to the reservation land. We're on our way. Then the racists come and they hunt them down and they're chasing them and they're shooting. The Chicago's people are fighting back, trying to help them, give them time to escape. Because we've got a pregnant woman that we need to get across the border and save.
Who's actively in labor.
Mind you, he said, I don't want my child growing up speaking Spanish, but he is now rushing her into Mexico as fast as possible.
Yeah, it's funny how circumstances change. Uh-huh.
We got people strangled, cut up with hatchets, shot in the face, machetes through the skull, knives in the neck, arrows, boulders to the skull, all sorts of shit. Then the main guy, Alpha, is lassoed in the neck and executed with a gun.
That's some cold shit.
It was. In the end, we all make it across the border except for TT.
Except for TT. Yeah.
And America is fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. True. America's fucking screwed. Which, shocker.
I need them to address that in the next movie. Like, I need that next movie to address, like, how we went from the Forever Purge, got that shit under control, and then somehow the NFFA got back in power again.
I don't... Okay. Well, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
If Leo is rumored to be in the next one, then it shouldn't be something after the Forever Purge.
Well, I will tell you this. The Purge TV series apparently takes place between Anarchy and election year, from what I saw on the timeline.
Okay.
That sounds right.
And it's like years that the Purge TV series takes place over. So.
Could be.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Other than it feeling very, very real for today, in 2025, how do we feel about the Forever Purge?
Good.
It's not my favorite, but it's like middle of the pack, honestly. And TT is no Joe, even though it sucked.
Yeah, I did. So this was the first time I watched this.
I did too.
Harper liked TT.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. What?
No, well, you were. I interrupted you and I apologize, Katie. It was the first time you watched this.
It's okay. Yeah, this was the first time I watched this. I actually realized at the end when they all make it over and Dylan goes to find Cassidy, I've seen that part just like on TV, I think, because I was waiting for something else to come on. So I've seen that part and I was very confused. But overall, this one's fine. It is a little too real right now, but
and that's the thing is it's all. I've talked about The Handmaid's Tale, and that is also something that at one point seemed like an impossibility, and in today's day feels like it's something we're actively moving towards. Same thing here. You watch it out of context, and it's like, oh, that's insane, that's crazy, that could never happen. And then it feels like we're slowly moving in that direction. My question for both of you, before we plug shit and get out of here, is: if the Purge was real, would you participate?
Realistically, probably not. Probably just keep some heat around, obviously, and just keep a low profile. Now, that being said, uh, if I happen to be triggered, I'm catching bodies before the night's over. Like
Triggered.
somebody close to me or whatever gets caught up in some shit. I happen to find out like red light is going off, and I'm catching some before it's over.
Will said
But
yes, he would participate.
but my initial plan is I'm just going to chill, vibe out, and survive the night.
So I would participate in one of two ways. A, as Reek said, self-defense.
Mm. Well, of course, self-defense. Like, yeah.
Two, joining up with Dante or Carmelo or any anti-purge militia to go out and protect people, Dimitri and his crew. I don't know if they'd take me on if I'm not, out on the corners, but like if I'm like, hey, I'm with you guys, let me come. Just for tonight though. After this, white guilt. Right back to
Nah. You rolling one night, you locked in.
I may do that. I may get involved in an anti-purge movement.
Okay. Katie?
I feel like realistically, no, I wouldn't. But obviously, self-defense. Like if someone breaks in, then yeah, like it's on site, you will die. But maybe not the Dante style. Maybe more like the Laney side of it, like trying to help people. I feel like I could do that.
See, I don't know if I could do that because Lainey is actively like watching all of this stuff happen and only trying to help injured
That's
people.
what I'm saying. Like,
but she's not interfering in anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people are dying and getting murdered, she's letting them get murdered. She's just patching up and trying to save the injured ones.
yeah, or maybe just being at like Dante's, like Dante's safe haven, like being there to help. I can do that.
Yeah,
I know how to shoot a gun, but I don't want to be out there.
I'd want to be at the block party, but after seeing what happened at the block party, I can't go to the block party.
No block party, no raves.
Because that's it's too unpredictable in there for real. Like, again, not my kind of black people. Just walking around and nope.
No parties.
The contacts were dope. Like, I might put the contacts on and like just look around and shit for a little bit.
We were trying to figure out if the different colored contacts meant anything, but I don't think they do.
Nah, because it was just like night vision or something, right?
No, it was a camera.
Yeah, they were recording.
I'm thinking of whatchamacallit. Was it election year where they gave him the night vision goggles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's Anarchy. When they all get kidnapped, and then there's the night vision.
Yeah.
When Shane gets fucking murdered.
And that low key, that would be fun too, but not unless I'm provoked.
Which part? The hunting or
the night vision?
You can do that without there being a purge. Like you can
just buy night vision goggles.
You could probably get some on Amazon.
That's a good point.
He specifically needs a purge to buy night vision goggles.
Well, I mean, like if I was going to hit something with night vision on.
In 24 to 48 hours, Reek is just going to be in his room with all the lights off, and night goggles on, just like looking around and shit.
What's that?
He's not denying it.
Fuck around and hit something. Mm.
Listen, sir, we have talked plenty about you not needing to fuck around, hit nothing no more.
Oh my god!
No more ER visits.
It happened one time only. Everything is okay now.
All right. You guys have any more thoughts on the Purge as a franchise? Are we excited for the next Purge before we get out of here?
I'm
Depends
excited.
on who's in it.
Too. Yeah, that too. Like, what's gonna happen with the next one?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm more anarchy and election year type. Like, when you give me characters that I can continue to watch, that's dope. And I know like there's a lot of different POVs, different people going. I get it, um, but it's harder for me to really get into it when you start just introducing brand new people.
I can see that.
Just give me Frank Grillo. I don't care.
See, for me, I kind of enjoy that outside of Leo and Dante. It's new stories in everyone, and I'd kind of like to just see that from like different cities across America and how the purge happens.
Yeah,
Will would be out there running a marathon in the middle of the purge.
I promise
My
you.
space bar.
The that marathon, it might be pretty loaded.
Katie, do you want spoilers for Slammiversary, or do you know any spoilers?
I mean,
I
I've been like,
I had it on still. The main event ended a little bit ago because we were reacting to it.
No, I know, but do you care about spoilers, Katie?
no.
Okay, Reek,
Good.
am I gonna be happy with the women's title match or not?
No, absolutely not.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Hey, I already know about that.
I told her I'm like I fell to my knees because it was bad.
Do we at least have a new men's champion?
Nope. No, we do not. That's why, like, I don't know if you saw, like, I made this face. I was like, yeah,
Yeah, no.
yeah. TNA got fleeced crazy tonight.
Okay, well,
Carlos
that's
Silva
fucking
looked
disappointing.
depressed, bringing them belts up.
Cool. Well, on that note,
Cool, so fun, so exciting.
if people want to hear you live react, Reek, to some of TNA Slammiversary,
Yeah.
as early as tomorrow morning, where can they find that, you and all the things you do?
Well, fingers crossed. But yeah, you can find myself and TC at ykwrestling.com. You will find all of the content, especially the YouTube. As Matt said, that's where the best stuff is going to be. But our full episodes, our merch, that new merch site is dope. So go check that out. There's promo code on there. You get you some percentage off some new merch. And of course, you can find everything with me, Linktree/Wreak Havoc for the Havoc Hour, the predecessor to this show, on all streaming platforms as well. And you can find me at Wreak Havoc 24 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
You can follow me on Twitter, KatieRasslin13, the link tree in my bio to take everything She Elite Showcase, twitch.tv/She Elite Showcase, and youtube.com/She Elite Showcase, typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish.
And you guys can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ridders, MATTRIDDER, for your wrestling content, at Getting Off this show for your horror content. Next up, we have a Katie Horror Showcase in 2 weeks. That'll be on Saturday, the August 2nd, because SummerSlam, both nights, will be Sunday, August 3rd for us. We'll be covering both nights in one night. So come join us for that. I think the next movie is Nightbreed. Unless you want to do Faculty, we'll talk about it.
No, I already have Nightbreed written down, so we can do Nightbreed.
I just don't know if it's still available on Peacock or not. We have to figure
I'll
it out.
find it somewhere.
Yeah, but I might have to find it somewhere because I don't own it. And depending on if I can find it,
I will find it, and you can find it.
You said Faculty's on the list?
She hasn't seen The Faculty or Disturbing Behavior, so we added those. I sent her a whole list of a bunch of shit, and she hasn't seen most of it, so we stocked up on Katie Horror Showcases.
Now wait a goddamn minute. You, the Josh Hartnett defender, haven't seen The Faculty?
Yeah, I know.
Which is kind of why I want to do it next. But we
We
said
can do it next.
We'll do Nightbreed. We keep pushing Nightbreed off.
I know.
Then we'll do The Faculty in a month. Also, this is getting into Young Kings Wrestling territory. We've already plugged our socials, and here we are at the fact. You guys can also follow me on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok at Smacking It Raw. For Miss Katie Kinsey Bay Bay and Wreak Havoc, I am the patron saint of podcast and warden Matt Ritter, and you have gotten offed.